Alright, good morning. Today is Friday and it is December the 15th. It's about 1:45 a.m. Pacific. So I have to be a little quiet because I do have a family and they are asleep basically. But I did want to get this video out. So when I posted on Wednesday, I went long at 1730, which is my entry here. As you can see, entry 1730. It did pull back, so I actually took the 1730 over here. I made a video. It went up a little bit on the pullback. One could have got in again, and then my target was 1855, which was the next resistance level. So I'd already had an exit here, so that was about 140 pips. As you can see, as soon as I exited, price spiked up just a bit to about 1862, which was only 7 pips above the resistance level, and price went down. Now I was unable to take this trade because I wasn't awake, so I missed this particular trade to the downside. But I did have that on an Elliott time frame, from an Elliott standpoint, as wave 2. So what I did is, as you can see in my fib measurements, I got in a little too early. I had 1780 as my 0.618 and 1760 as my 78 or 76.4. So to try to make sure I was in to go long again, I got in at 1792. Well, price went against me close to 30 pips, but I kept my stop under 1761 just in case there was a little bit of slippage. I wanted to make sure I was in the trade so that price can go well above 1865 and into the 1900 range. But I did not want to stay in the trade from 1730 and keep this profit going. I wanted to exit the trade and then get back in. So I did get back in a little prematurely, but it's not a big deal. It comes with it. So looking at that on a larger time frame, on a 240, as you can see, you have wave 4 ended here back in November. Well, then you have 1. So actually, let me redo this, because you have a 1 here, a 2, a 3, a 4 here, and a 5 for 1. So this is wave 1. That's wave 2. You have the A here. You have the B here. And then you have an ending diagonal C, which is right here. And that C was just shy of 0.618. So for wave 2. So now this is the start of wave 3, wave 1 of 3 basically, but 1 of 3 has not ended yet. So this can be 1, 2, 3, possibly, or 3 here. This will be A, B, C, 4, and then you'll see wave 5 of 1 either go above 1887, or it will be impulsively and go to about 1930. But once it breaks 1855 and continues impulsively, then that's when I know that the trend will continue. That's when my stop loss will go above 1827, and that's when I expect prices to start to move above 1960, and then above 120, and then above 121. Hence the reason why I got out of the trade at 1729. I wanted to lock in that 140 pip profit just in case this wasn't what I thought it was. And from there, but another indication that let me know that the euro is going to be strong is because of the other euro market that I'm in, and that's the EURUSD. Now, when I started this market on Sunday, I was up maybe 10 pips. As you can see right now, I'm up 311 pips, and I've already locked in almost about 280 of that. So if price was to reverse on me, I got my profit and some. As you can see here on the RSI, price is a bit overbought. So if anything, if we do see any movement tomorrow, which is a Friday, price will probably go down to roughly about 52.95. It'll probably find some support at around 53 even, and at that point I will lower my stop again, and if it reverses, then I just take profit from there. Keep in mind, I took this trade on the weekly just based off of the double top here, and this being the end of wave 1. So moving on to the next market, I think I got stopped out of so I took about 110 pips off of this particular market, the dollar CAD. So I'm gonna go down to a daily and a 240, try to come up with a better entry. Basically short, and most likely this is going to be short, and I still see this market going down to 115. So as it comes available, I will make a video on that and try to get some of these charts cleaned up. The 360 pound, as you can see, I'm still in that. I'm up 105 pips. My stop loss is already raised. It has already broken the trend. So I want to kind of trail this because I'm expecting this to be a support area. So 134.03 or so. So I'll bring it right below that. I have locked in, which would be 33.21. So about 70 or so pips of the 105. That's not bad. I'm expecting price to go above 135 at some point if the trend is up. So I don't want to have my stop too tight and then get prematurely stopped out. Because of the pound dollar, I ended up taking a long as well in the pound New Zealand, and I'm up 20 pips on that. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna trail this one. RSI is showing that it's overbought. So, and price is beginning to move to the upside. So we'll see how that goes. But all in all, you figure what, 300 in the Euro Aussie. I'm up 100 in the pound, so that's over 400. So I mean, I pretty much clocked in just this week, roughly. Man, I don't know, 600-700 pips, somewhere around there. So it's not a bad week. Not a bad week at all. So I'll end this back where I started on my 15-minute chart of the euro. As you can see, these support and resistance lines they're fabulous. Look, I mean, I don't know how many videos I need to post to show that that they work. So I don't see too much of volatility tomorrow. So I'll have something on Sunday, and that'll be the start of the end of the week for Christmas, and most likely volatility will probably remain a little bit low as well during next week. But I'll have whatever I can for you, and happy trading.